Imagine every elite athlete had a secret weapon, not just any energy drink, but a game changing hydration system tailored for every phase of their performance. You might have seen Virat Kohli famed black water ritual, planned meals, and elite training. But if I told you that the future of athletical excellence goes beyond luxury and tradition, welcome to the world of Zenithzap, where hydration meets innovation. While most energy drinks in the market are loaded with sugar and empty promises, Zenith Zap is rewriting the playbook with a three-phase beverage system designed specifically for athletes. Picture this: a pre-workout drink, a during workout drink, and a post-workout drink to help you recharge and rebuild. It all started when Janaki Ram was inspired by the world-class sports infrastructure he encountered during his master studies in France. He realized that true performance isn't achieved by one size fit all energy drinks. Instead, he demands precision fueled at every stage of the fitness journey. In today's episode, we are diving deep into how Zenith Zap is turning hydration game on its head, empowering athletes to perform at absolute peak without a sugar crush. So whether you are a die-hard fan of Virat Kohli, a weekend warrior, or a professional athlete looking to gain the extra edge, stick around. You're about to discover the science and passion fueling the next generation of sports beverage. Hello. Hi, Janaki sir.
Hi, hi.
Welcome to the Build Club.
Yeah, hi.
So we start off with our own thing wherein we believe that a startup entrepreneur's journey starts before he comes up with the idea or starts the company. It's the individual development that takes forward. So we'll start off with your personal journey
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
I think as you have told me backstage that you had your BBA at Gayatri.
At Gayatri,
So run me through that experience of joining the college, your college
Okay.
days initially.
Okay, the first of all, when I've studied my bachelor's, in when I'm supposed to, if I completed my plus one and plus two, I was like quite confused whether go for the BTech or go for the regular degree, what like computer science in the bachelor's or the BBA. I usually have a confusion. So I had a call from my dad or my cousins or my brother's siblings. They told it's your individual choice. You can choose the own thing. If you are not capable enough in the doing like in the bachelor's in engineering, you can take some BBA or any other degree program. So then I thought engineering it's not I'm not capable to do. So have chosen bachelor's in business administration where it I specialized in marketing and a bit in HR.
Okay.
So in that journey, I came to know there is a lot of company case studies and how the company works, like big five companies. And after that, have visited for the industry and have gained some practical knowledge over there. But it's a completely it's a finance one. I have did in some Kavi stock broking.
Okay.
So from there, I've got to understand. Okay, this is the way where I can present because I have understood my strengths. So after that I came to understand my things. It's like good in networking and communication.
Okay.
So and after that I want to try for going for abroad. So then have changed my things. What to be specify.
Why going abroad?
So I have a thing like initial interest of exploring the things and mostly understanding the how the other countries, the culture, and the mostly how things working there. And after that, I have been searching for which is the best university in the country and where to go and what to be delivered over there. And after that, I have been discussing with couple of this consultants. And at that time I'm the first person who is stepping out of the home and going to abroad. That's in a thought process. Then I was discussing with family. They told it's like abroad is very expensive, we can't afford it.
Right, yeah.
So as a middle class family, so I have initial thought, okay, there is no other option. What should I do? My dream will be exhausted, I felt. So then I have came to know there is some universities on the basis of like at least a basic, like distinction. You can get some government universities you can apply.
Which place is this?
Which
place is this?
This actually I visited France.
Okay,
Actually, in the
okay.
France and most of the European countries, they're offering for the free education,
Okay,
and also the tuition fees is comparatively less. So then I have approached one of the consultancy, which was known to my brother's friend. So they have connected them. They have told abroad is not much expensive what the people tell. So but usually you can go for the abroad with very less tuition fees comparatively others, and you can get a scholarship. Then I came to know have not comparatively well-driven student in the schools and in academies. So then I came to understand like we can go for a school which is can be affordable from my side, where it at least like a 5 to 6 lakh also it is fine. Then I got a University of Bordeaux in EBA. That's it's called European Business Administration, where I have learned what is the European economy and what is the European culture and what kind of companies usually there in the Europe, and how the European single market works and how the European Union works, and all these things I've learned. And it's a the best atmosphere where I have lived over there, and the people are all around in the class there from the different countries. Like I have seen the people from Colombia.
Can you name the college that
it's
you
a
went
University of Bordeaux actually.
University of Bordeaux.
Bordeaux.
Okay.
Actually, Bordeaux is one of the the popular for the wine production.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, it's very popular for the wine production, and where it's a wine produces, it's also used to be export from all around the Europe. They're the first place actually.
Okay.
So there I have visited the vineyards and all, and after that when I'm entering into the class, I have gone through the people with the different countries.
Okay.
I have never seen that like a class only not more than 35 to 50. It's in between like 35 students.
Okay.
Usually it goes up to 50. It depends on the Erasmus programs.
How many Indians were there?
Only
in the
two,
class?
just two.
Only just two Indians.
Just two.
Okay.
So how it works means there is a director called for the program director. His name is Pedro.
Okay.
Pedro. He's a Mexican basically. He's settled in France.
Okay.
So he was quite comfortable not to take all the students, like potential students from one different region or one different country, one country. So he was filtering the applicants on the basis of different countries with the same potential where I have satisfied, like he satisfies. So he took 2 students from India and 1 student from Colombia and 2 from US and 3 from African continent.
Okay,
Like that he was like picking individually. So then I have came to understand these people want to build the international community, not like what usually institutions does for the sake of money, taking more admissions and want to increase some revenue. These people are not like such. So I got this is what the government institutions how they work. So then I understood, okay, this is really works well. So people from different countries we can exchange a lot.
At which year did you go to your master's?
Yeah, I have went for the masters in 2019 September.
Okay.
Actually, yeah.
But you think this abroad studying masters there is kind of saturated? Because I have few friends and cousins who have gone there, and they tell me that situations are not what we expect at home in India.
Okay.
We think abroad it's actually so great, but it's not that
See,
good.
the first of all I can tell you.
And again, the part-time job
yeah,
thing is also
yeah,
there.
yeah.
So that is also in the decline.
So the first of all I can tell you, the first is a financial pressure will be lot.
Okay.
The first thing.
On the cost of living or
not on the cost of
university?
living. It comes throughout your expenses and the tuition fees and the basic allowances.
But I think for the place you went, the tuition fee was sorted.
Yeah, tuition fees, it's roughly comparatively to India. It's like 4,000 euros or something. It's a fees, that's it. It's around like 3.2 lakh or something is that at that time in the exchange rate. And I felt pretty much happy. The same I'm spending if I do the masters in India, the same thing.
Exactly.
Same thing. Then
But I think the difference comes in the cost of living.
The financial pressure will be lot. If I go for the UK for the same masters, I might be losing up to 15 to 16 lakh or something around.
per month?
No,
No, no,
per year for the
oh,
program I'm
per
telling you.
year.
And again I have to find for the part time, and I need to save my money for the expenses, and again I have to learn for the
Academics, yeah.
academies. So it will be a lot of pressure for me. So that's what I felt. In Europe, France or Italy or Spain is the best option, where the fee structure is a bit less, and we can go ahead for the abroad, and we can learn and we can explore a lot. I felt, yeah.
So, any fun stories of going abroad?
So
I know the struggle is very real of finance and
yeah,
everything,
yeah,
but everybody I have known have had their fair
yeah,
share of
yeah,
fun stories
yeah.
there.
Fun
Any
stories, yes.
fun stories from your side?
When I have been for the human resource
Uh,
subject,
uh,
that person is like very much funny guy,
hmm.
and he's also a bit racist actually.
Okay.
He don't like mostly the Asian things and all,
Okay.
and he's also very much particular about Indians.
Okay.
So he is very much familiar to the Tata things and all, because you know the uh, he's like the revolutionary things happened with
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Correct.
Tata
Tata's, yeah.
Tata's sons and all.
Mm-hmm.
So he liked it, but
Mm.
the Indian things he doesn't like it.
Mm.
But he usually teaches the human resource. But when he keeps any kind of exam,
Mm.
so he used to be very tricky with the examination. Basically, if
So
we
the pattern of
the
questions,
pattern of the
okay.
questions and all, it's completely like correlating one another. But all the options you might be seeing it similar, but
Okay.
only one option is right.
Okay.
So that's how he keeps the exam. Sometimes in the first exam, I thought
Uh,
we are like completely familiar to the concept.
mm.
We have left whatever the PDF he has shared, usually to the emails. So we are not familiar with the case studies what have given in
Okay.
that particular PDF,
Mm-hmm.
and we learned the concept, and we thought, okay, the concept is done. We have in the mind,
Mm-hmm.
so we can give the exam.
Yeah.
So what it means, he gave the questions on the case study. Nobody observes it, and so in that he also asked if the character or something happened, the live case study basically something happened. So what happened in the particular time? So what he thinks. So those kind of questions he usually pose it. So at the time, everybody got less than 10 or 15 in the below for the 20 marks. Then usually it affects to the next of the exams. It's
Okay.
gradually decreases its
Value.
average.
Okay.
So then I got only 8 marks out of 20. I felt, okay, this is the first exam, right? Next we can increase, and we can.
Is it like similar? This questioning pattern on this exam pattern is similar with every teacher on this
No.
specific
Actually,
teacher?
they have in France. They have a feasibility of pattern. It's fixed by the faculty. You
Oh,
can't
okay,
even predict what he says. Sometimes the faculty may ask for the presentation. Some people will go with the exam. Some people will be giving some kind of I mean, like the booklet of the case study, and you need to identify the answers. It's like open book exam. It depends on the faculty to faculty. So my professor, it's like he's very mad out of the things. Yeah, he's mad.
Got it. So that was one university
Yeah,
incident.
yeah, university
Any?
incident.
I think you explored those places also.
I explored mostly the city, but usually my university work timing is completely different.
Okay.
It starts from morning 8:30. It will be continuous till the 4 o'clock or 4:30. So it's not like it's every day. It's not like usually
Saturday, Sunday.
Saturday, Sunday. It's a holiday
Okay.
basically.
Yeah.
So it's not like other universities like 3 days of classes and 3 days
Yeah. Got it.
week time. So that is now not it works over here. Yeah, it's everyday classes. How we have to prepare for everything. Yeah.
So, how did the idea of electron, proton, the
Okay,
startup?
you want to know about my startup?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, how did that come off? You were from India. You did your BBA here.
Yeah.
Then you had an interest to go to France, explore stuff.
Yeah.
You went there, and I think at that point of your time, that idea of developing such a thing came.
Actually,
How did that come?
the names of the
No,
trademarks.
I don't want to start with the name. I want to start with how
Yeah,
the
okay.
solution
Okay,
thing came.
you want to know about the company of the idea where we
Yeah,
have
yeah.
been started
Where
from.
the idea started
okay.
when you were in
So
France.
when I have been in France, we were like completely stuck in the COVID. So everybody has been faced this issue in their life. So the COVID has been mentally has been depressed me a lot. So I don't want to depend on my family for the expenses. So I was like searching for a part time, but I have enough funds to operate for the next 3 to 4 months. But we don't know what happening in the coming 4 to 6 months or 8 months.
Mm.
It's usually it happening for every 1 month. It's open space again. It's a lockdown.
Correct.
It's
Yeah.
how it's happening. So I thought, okay, this is not working well. So let's have to be explore the city at least for the peace of mind.
Mm.
So I was like going around the open this one university, right? I was like going for there is a place called um, I forgot the name of the place. It's Talents, I guess.
Okay.
Talents.
Okay.
The place in in Bordeaux.
Mm.
There is having a big place of this open space for the sports. There I have seen the people are I mean like practicing this track and field,
Okay.
like javelin throw and all these things. Then I have observed, okay, these people having a good infrastructure. They have a coach and they have a physician and they have a nutritionist and all these things. So I have quite, we usually make some comparison, right? If we experience something new, okay, what we have been experienced in the hometown or somewhere, we'll usually compare.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we
Were
buy
you
any product.
inclined to sports when you were in India?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm inclined in the sports when I've been there in my in the school.
UG,
I played for a summer camp and all.
Okay. Okay.
But after there is an injury over here,
Mm.
and here,
Okay.
the ball hit it over me when I'm doing some wicket keeping.
Acha,
And
okay.
after that, I have been stopped completely.
Acha, okay. Okay. Okay.
If I continue, at least I can represent some zonals or somewhere.
Yeah.
So I haven't tried it after that. Then I have gone in France playing some tennis over there. I came to understand the potentiality of the tennis. Usually the tennis is the game where it completely confined to the rules and also it's a high intensity of the sport. Usually if you see the cricket, the highest speed might be the 150 or something. In the tennis, after knowing the game and the rules and all these things, I came to understand the serve itself in the tennis, it goes up to 220, the ball speed. And after that, I felt, I thought only the cricket is only the toughest game because we are influenced by the cricket, right? Then I came to know, okay, tennis is the one way more high intensity.
You
of
used
the
to
sport,
play
which is-
tennis there.
I used to play. It's a random game with a couple of French people, but I'm not completely involved as a professional.
Okay, this stadium that you're talking about, they
Yeah.
only had like track races.
Yeah, trackers, they have everything, but
Okay,
whole
okay.
infrastructure is there. But I compared in India, it's not widely available because usually see when you're starting in like kindergarten or somewhere, if you have all the infrastructure, means you're a very lucky person. You will be getting all the feedback from the people and you can nurture yourself. But I mean, like when in people who are not getting those kind of facilities, they can't be adaptable for the things. They need some time to take to adapt.
Correct.
So those people having that chance to adapt easily. So that's why if you see in the Olympics, at least the France or European countries way more ahead comparatively to India.
Yeah.
There will might be a number of factors, Asif. Like they might be see some political things or kind of the proper infrastructure things. There can be a lot of things. The factors might be affect for the player.
But I'm trying to understand where the idea came from. Did they have any enhancements that they used to take?
Yeah.
But I think enhancement drugs as in
No, it's not like a drugs. They have a proper channel to operate players.
okay, these are players who are playing for universities or there are
No,
professional
actually,
players.
the players don't even confine to the universities.
Oh, okay.
They some passionate players who go for the weightlifting and all.
Okay.
They usually try for the nationals and they'll represent the country also.
Okay.
Some of the other sports will be there. They usually need to travel all around Europe or any other country to represent some of the other competitions. They usually go for that.
Okay. Okay, so how did this idea come that you have to
This
build?
idea, actually, that's what I told you. There are a couple of things are there like sports, physiology, physiotherapy,
Okay.
and biomechanics, and nutrition, hydration, strengthening and wellness,
Okay.
conditioning. Okay, sorry. So these are all categories. So I felt I want to do some startup thing.
Okay.
I want to make some Indian sports ecosystem to be enhanced with my startup to do better. So then I got an idea. I want to do a startup. Then I got some issues. I told you right with the COVID and all this.
Yeah,
things. I
yeah,
can't
correct.
able to sustain. and I've gone back to India. So
Did you
then,
ask any professors there? I'm thinking because
see,
they already
initially we have
have.
validated only with the help of a gap.
Okay.
First, I used to have a gap. These people have. We don't have a proper things to be established in India.
Okay.
That is the first gap. So I haven't validated in detail, but I came to know that comparison we usually do, right? That comparison I have did.
Got
So after that I came back to India. Then I started my more interest on the doing a startup.
Okay.
Then the BDC, I have received an opportunity like your idea is pretty good. You come and connect. So then obviously, right, we have a one credit subject of venture development, and then we can go and start with your own idea.
Correct.
So that is how it works. So at the time, the faculty who trains for the venture development, he is literally, it's not comfortable with the idea, and he was like, you're doing only for the sake of a credit, but not intentionally, you don't want to do this. Then I felt very bad on that. So I took like a challenging and I started this idea. So then we started like basis of ashwagandha providing for the players.
Okay.
For the improving their stamina and all these things. It's a natural enhancer or the booster.
Yeah, ashwagandha,
Shilajit, that combination. Actually, we described the problem statement. Usually, like ashwagandha is bitter to taste.
Okay.
Then we want to take that bitterness out of it, and we want to give the same properties in the form of ashwagandha to enhancement, because the taste comes into the action, right?
Yeah,
where the people doesn't like it. So then we have discussing and all these things, and we came to understand. Okay. So then we have pitched with Craig and Mark from the Northeastern University. Then they told we have came up with an idea of this one, ashwagandha infusing with this beverages, with carbonated beverages. We got a feedback like carbonation is not good for the health, so it might be spoils the bone health. Basically. So then those people told your niche is very big and your segments are very more, and you're incorporating the soda to it. It doesn't work, he told. After taking couple of technical papers and all, we got to know soda is not at all good for the health, and if we are giving for the sports people, it's not encouraged. So then we changed into the segment of sport.
Okay.
Then I have got an understanding. This is the space where we need to work. Then I have understood who are the competitors, what they're doing, and what sports people really require. Then we prepared the chat.
Okay.
We have a team of 4 right now.
Okay.
Me as a founder, and my another co-founder is Manoj, and I have my cousin and Vinay. So these 4 together we started, and we have got to understand where we need to map our things. Then we start what is the problem and who is our segment, as usually every startup usually do, right? When we figuring out all these things, and initially we are started with these things, and later on we came to understand we are about to finish our MBA. Then we had a lot of pressure in the home, and we need to start. So then I thought, okay, let us give one clear shot. The startup or a job. If I do a job, at least I need to give 2 hours of dedicated work to the startup. So then I have went for the Bangalore. Then my startup name is Volt. VOLLT.
Initially it was.
Yeah, initially it's a Volt. So then have refined my idea in such a way, like why can't we give a product in 3 phases, like pre, post and during. So when I have went for a job in Reva University, which was referred by one of sports nutritionist in the campus. So he told the job is quite comfortable for you, but the panel told it's not fit for you because you are overqualified. So then I felt very depressed at that time. My dad is frequently calling, and
But you had this startup thing that was
in my mind.
Okay.
So see, the startup thing, why I don't want to mess up with the other job which is not relevant to the startup, because I might lose something which is very important insight.
Some insights
In the industry.
Yeah.
If anything is change or comes, I need to focus in the other industry where I have working, and also you have to focus in the sports industry as well. So it's not matching at all. If I go in a different profession, it might be a bit pressurized, and I may lose the consistency of the work in the startup.
Correct.
So then I have got to understand, okay, let us do the job in the sports segment. As a I mean like the area where I need to operate the things, or else there in the sports industry, if at least the managing things in the sports academy or something, I'm quite comfortable. At least I will be interacting with my consumers or potential customers.
Correct.
So that's how I thought. So then they told the feedback that you are overqualified. Then I went for an incubation called Derby,
Okay.
which is in
Where is
Bangalore.
this?
It's in Bangalore, yeah.
Okay.
It's in Bangalore. Then I have got a call from my parents and what is the status of the job, and they told it's not working the job actually. I've tried in the placement cell in the campus, but they're rejected for a reason, but I don't know. But over here also the same situation. The job might be makes me most pressure because I need some survival as the things how the usually every human being does after degree. So I'm not getting for a proper channel to survive myself. So I need some time, I told, but they don't understand the things, and
Yeah.
the system is different. What we experience, what you experience is different, right? So when I was like talking to them, then I came to know this Derby incubation. Already have been spoken with couple of times with them,
Correct.
and I went physically to the incubation.
Hmm.
At the time I have came to understand, okay, here we can pitch our idea. So whatever it is, if they say no or yes, we can take our opinion to the home and we can reframe it. So in after coming to Vizag, I felt like, okay, we can get a job over here, and at least I can survive with the 10,000 or something. So I have a own home, and I can feed myself if a parents are there.
Correct.
If a 10,000, it's not a problem, I thought. Then afterwards, I have been pitching over there. What I did, I've just took a piece of paper and scribbled my idea. So they asked me to come after lunch. Then after scribbling my idea, and I asked them like there is a manager called Bhavani, and there is other person called Aditya, and there is other person called CEO of Satyanarayana. I was like, give me a 10 to 15 minutes, I'll explain my idea. So what are the programs are available right now? Then they told Nidhi Prayas and Nidhi IR. So what is your status
These are
of your...
both government oriented
Yeah,
programs.
it's a government oriented. Then they asked,
Which startups can apply for this?
ideas is fine.
Ideas is
Idea is fine. You need to have engineering or science for the Nidhi IR.
Okay.
The Prayas is enough if you're having a startup incorporated, or if an idea is viable enough, like technology related, like a physical prototype. So the criteria are there. So I have asked them like a 15 minutes of time. Then I was like pitching myself. So I told what is my idea, what is Volt, what we want to do. So if we want to give this kind of products in this kind of consistency, I told technical terms as well, and they told whether your idea is incorporated or not. Then I told it's not. So now without incorporation it is very hard, they told. Then afterwards they told Nidhi IR is the option where you can we will give you some fellowship, and with that fellowship you can validate your idea like an incorporation or doing some market research, product development. You can do at least a basic of 20 to 30% or 40% of the startup. Then we got to understand, okay, at least we can try this. I got hope. Then they have the twist in the story. Later on I was like discussing with them. They told, what is your stream of the education? I told it's BBA. And I have did a master's in MBA, and they told it's not feasible for this program. You need to be in science or engineering. Then I was completely exhausted for that. Then within 2 days, I'm trying to identify a person who belongs to the science or engineering, because they told if any person is there, you can keep him as an applicant and you can start working on it. And the person will be paying you. And that's how it works. You can do like that. They're given an option. Then it's very hard to find a person. Nobody in the team is a science or engineering. So then I depressed a bit in the room. So then in a LinkedIn, usually we raised a request for like the hiring for research associates. Then we got a applicant of Rohit Kumar. He belongs to Nellore. So he's quite convenient working like this. So we took him as an applicant and we start filing. Then luckily we have been shortlisted. Our idea got shortlisted, and they have been got called for a preliminary screening. Then I have pitched my idea. Then they told,
Now, Rohit is your co-founder, or what
no,
role
he's not
does
my
he have right
co-founder.
now?
I have been spoken with him for 2 or 3 weeks, not 3 weeks, 2 to 3 months back.
Hmm.
Then he requested me a job. Bro,
Okay.
if any job is there,
Acha, acha.
there is a requirement is there. Then after that, he secured a job after 2 days,
Okay.
after completing the preliminary screening.
Hmm.
Then we told him this is what the procedure you need to do, and this is how we are seeking help from you.
Hmm.
You do whatever the job you need.
Hmm.
Once the funds get into your account, please transfer it.
Please
We
transfer.
need to do certain things to be done. Then I was like discussing with the manager, this kind of feasibility is there. It's okay for you. It's quite okay for us.
But how do you trust someone that you're saying you had a job role
Yeah.
application on
Yeah.
LinkedIn,
Yeah.
and Rohit
Yeah.
from Nellore applied.
Yeah.
So now you're talking with him. I'm assuming it's remote, or did you?
Yeah, it's a remote. I haven't met him
You haven't met him, and you're betting all of your startup funding on someone you haven't seen also.
Yeah, seen. That's
So,
one of the biggest risk I have taken in my entire life. Because trusting a person without having a physical contact, not even seeing him, so it's really hard, like believing a person, without having him seen or met him. So that is what I have felt. It's very much. I mean, like the team is shocked actually at the time. How you can.
you'll continue.
Yeah, the actually how you trust a person, they told. So then I told, okay, somewhere around I had a trust in him. Let us see what has happened. Anyhow, he will be signing a contract. So if anything is there, we will see it in a legally. So I think he'll never be cheated or something. But I requested my co-founder. Then we started the thing. But 1 month or 2 months, he have been made an issue of the payment. But the rest of the things is fine. But he supported a lot.
How long does this
It's a
Nidhi
1 year
Aayog-
program.
1 year program. So
EIR means it's an entrepreneur in residence actually.
okay. So now you're still in contact with Rohit. The funds are still being.
Actually, we have some personal issues actually regarding the funds and all.
Okay.
Yeah, but the rest everything is fine.
Okay. So we'll come again to the product. You started off with the journey of discovering sports equipment, physiology, and different kind of techniques that were being implemented in France to enhance athlete performance that you didn't see in India.
Yeah.
So you wanted to do something for the Indian athletes here.
Yeah.
So why not start with something, as in like a physical product or something? Why did you choose to do a beverage first?
Whatever the equipment is externally used, it might be supportable. But ultimately, if a player want to be enhance himself as a physical presence in the long run, I felt the food is one of the most essential for any human being.
Okay.
So without food, it's very hard to sustain. We need energy. So then we thought, let's try in a food segment. Food segment, we can pivot as a individual niche product and we can release it. If the quality and the product visibility and the other factors are suitable, obviously I believe that people definitely can respect our product, I thought. So that is how I started this. The nutrition hydration product is must to be released as initially. That's how I have started.
Okay. So this concept of 3-in-1 packaging, can you explain upon that?
So the first we have got to understand what can be the diet differentiations for a sports person.
Okay.
We got to know it's like pre, post, and during.
Okay.
So the pre, it's important where the sports person needs some attention or a focus on the game, and the during is he needs some vital elements in the hydration and other required minerals to refuel or rehydrate in the game.
During the game.
So the post is completely a recovery game. He needs some BCCS to be enhance his body to recover his muscles, especially to repeat the same cyclic process. That's how he will be developing his ability of the sports in a long run.
Got it.
That is what it's entire. So when we thought usually we can give a product in pre, post, and during, right? Then we thought it's not like something different is as usual. But idea might be different, but we thought it's not something we are not doing different. Then what is we need to give in a different way. Then we discussed with our team and we thought name should be in a very unique.
Very unique because it's
So,
a direct
yeah,
to consumer
yeah,
product.
name is have to be very catchable and it have to be more attentive in the around.
So what's the story behind
Yeah,
the
that's
name?
what I'm telling. The first we have started incorporation. The name called Zenithzap Beverages Private Limited.
Why that name?
Zenithzap means which is reaching to the highest to the peak point. That is how it comes.
In which language? English?
Yeah, it's
okay.
in English.
Okay.
Highest to the peak point.
Okay.
So the beverages,
Mm-hmm.
the highest to the peak point where you reaches the above heights, it is the point where this beverage will be helping to reach to that point.
If
That
there is any athlete, this beverage is going to reach your peak performance.
peak
Okay.
performance. That is
Got
the
it.
company name.
Got it.
So and after that we want to take another 3 more different names. So at the time when I was discussing with my dad, he was like very much particular about businesses doesn't works.
So your dad was completely against
Not
startups
against. He is somewhere is very much fear oriented. I mean, like it's not comfortable with doing the business. The big companies are not able to do the business because that generation is not adaptable for the startup ecosystem and all. Right?
Yeah,
Startup ecosystem, it's completely changing in all over India. Grants are there. People are funding if the good idea is good. So he felt very nervous. It doesn't work. It's don't do. So then I was like had a clash and I was like we had other issue of changing the books from the shelf
Okay.
to the other place.
Okay.
So I have a work to do that. Haven't done it. I had a argument with my dad. I will change it or shift it.
Yeah.
So and after that I have got a book of +2
Okay.
physics book.
Okay.
Then I have got Bohr's theory of
Bohr's atomic theory. Yeah.
atomic theory. In that I found electron, proton and neutron.
Yeah.
So and after that suddenly I got a strike. So what is this atomic theory? And I have keep searching in the Google. So and I got to know there is a nucleus, proton and neutron is stick to the nucleus and electron is revolving. Okay, where somewhere I got like this concept might be catchy for the startup. Then we took the first trademark of Electrona. And after that I got to know why can't we make it as a story, as a functionality of the 3 phases of the player, how does it works. Then we got to understand. So Electrona is the during the game. If the nucleus is stick to the nucleus in the atom and this electron is revolving around the nucleus, that is negatively charged,
Correct.
So that is how the player is during the game. He will be negatively charged and also positively charged. He will be losing the energy and again he will be gaining the energy.
Yeah.
So pre and post, it's stick to the nucleus like proton and neutrona.
Okay.
Stick to the nucleus where the activity can be alternated. Alternated in sense you can adjust your activity. If you are drained, you can take a rest again. You can start. But during the game you need to stick to the rules and you need to be very much focus oriented. But pre and post is not like such.
Correct.
When you do certain activities, but it's beyond your things. You don't expose to the most of the rules and regulations. Most of the rules and regulations you can do as usual. So this is the how we came to know with the player have 3 transition periods of the pre, post and during.
Okay.
So if we give this product for the player, we can address that player can be utilize this product as for the pre, and he can utilize for the during, and this product can be utilized for the post. And that the concept we came to into the reality of like Protona, Electrona and the Neutrona. That is the storyline we came.
That's a beautiful story.
Yeah.
But what's intriguing to me is why beverage? Again, why not something solid? So why not something the player can eat?
Okay.
Why a beverage as such?
So it's not like a complete beverage actually.
Okay.
It's a concentrated syrup. It can be diluted in the water.
Okay.
So when we observed in the the drink segment, especially in the sports, there is a 3 to 4 form factors are there. One is the RTD, ready to drink, capsule, powder and the gel.
Okay.
So why can't we use a gel as a the first initiative to launch. So when we discussed with a couple of sports nutritionists all around India, we got to understand that the gels having a capacity of like quick absorption in the body.
Okay.
When comparatively the tablet and the capsule, they're manufacturing on the basis of only the geographical conditions, doesn't spoil quick.
Got it.
But the gel have a more absorption rate. If we protect the gel in a best packing material, we can give a best product to the players.
Okay.
So that too we are giving with the dilution with the water.
Okay.
That is how it works.
So it's easier for the consumer
easy.
to consume.
And also
complete.
we are making a kind of a product which is meant to be involved with sachets.
Okay.
Sachets, usually the sachets you will be getting in a shampoos and all these things, right? The same concept we want to give it in a 3-in-1 kit in the form of sachets.
Okay.
By this way the player can carry easily, and it will be also very adaptable. And if you just have a water, and you can just drain it in the water and you can shake it and use it. That is how the concept. And we are doing with the natural ingredients and natural thing, completely on the natural base we are developing this. So this is how we have been developed. So and after that, to the addition of this idea, we come up with a new one more feature called like application, like nutrition AI chatbot.
Okay.
So now we have entering into the customer journey. We have identified what is the problem. The sports people often grapples with insufficient hydration, nutrition, but they're not able to enhance their play or endurance in the long run.
Okay.
So this is the problem statement we have been taken, and we have gone into the market research.
Okay.
We have did in two perspectives. The two main perspectives. One is the unavailability of the nutritionist, and other is there is any consistent feedback is there throughout the coaches, because we went in the perspective of the coach centric.
Okay.
So for example, if you are a faculty, you have a 30 students who are coming for a tuition to your home or for your academy. So you can understand which student will be having a potential. If you go and talk to individual person, if how the Ravi is studying, how is Kishore is studying, and all these things, you know the input, because you are observing every day to them. So at that time we are very much familiar with the coaches. These coaches are completely colliding with the players in the nutrition and hydration, but the players are not taking their individual choice. So and the coaches are made themselves to make their choice to push by the coaches, but not the individual.
Okay.
So by this time we got to understand there is a lot of inconsistencies there.
Okay.
For example, if I am the coach for the football, if another person like Suresh or Ramesh is the coach for the football, in the same category, we have been segmented our customer research in the 3 ways: the coach centric, the what you give in the pre, what you give in the post, and what you give in the during. So in this way, the standardization as per the Sports Authority of India, ICMR, like the big institutions are there who is supporting the sports ecosystem in the all around India. There is a lot of inconsistencies there. Inconsistent in the sense like there is no standardization. They are not even maintaining a standardization. By this way, we got to understand if there is standardization is not there, people might face some inconsistency that this will affect the player in the long run. So and also why this the coach also pressurizes himself in the strategizing the game and also strategizing the player in the diet plans also. That is the 2 ways. Then again we asked a question for the coach whether you have any nutritionist in your current clubs. Then he said no. Why? Because the physical presence of the nutritionist is not important for now, but it is very essential for the long run. But they told it's very we have to invest a lot of money because
so you're trying to replace that nutritionist angle with AI. Okay.
So the ultimate solution we are providing is we will be providing all these 3 things in one kit. So we will be also integrating with one QR code.
Okay.
That QR code will be connecting to this chatbot.
Okay.
The app or a thing. So once you install our app and after purchasing our kit, and if you once scans the QR with our application, you will be giving up with a secret QR code.
Okay.
Once like a scratch card or something,
Okay.
if you scan it and give the code, it will be directing the chatbot.
Okay.
How the chatbot it works means, because our product is not a ultimate solution for the player in the long run, for the conversion of the professional.
Correct.
He need to maintain certain diet plans. For example, if you take like we have lost a medal, Vinesh Pogott.
Yeah.
Like the same way, we need to maintain certain diet as per this. So what we want to make means, we want to give a chatbot as per the player, I mean like physical presence of what kind of a diet he eats and what is his body composition, what is the body mass index.
But how do you track it? You're saying
See,
you have
basically
beverage,
everything
right?
we will have an average.
Okay.
So we
Average
are
of
not
who?
average of, like for example, the minimum average of Indian people height is 5.5. Like that, everything we will have a height.
How will you see nutrition?
Yeah.
How do you basically track nutrition? Is for what kind of a food? How is the athlete performing or reacting?
No,
His body.
the diet and all we will generate. AI will generate as per the game.
Okay.
The football player and the basketball player and the volleyball player, all the high intensity of sport have a different diet plans as per the intensity,
Okay.
physical involvement. But what we want to give means the basic insights to the AI. Your body mass index, like how much the sweat loss will be lost as per that particular game.
Okay.
This everything will be involved. That attributes we are developing it.
Okay.
For the technical team we are giving it. The data sets are there.
Okay.
Once the app is developed, it will be track the player as per the his game and what kind of a diet he need to follow for the next 1 week or 2 week. So that's how it works the entirely.
Okay. So this is a connection to the beverages brand to the technological AI startup. Okay, that's wonderful, man.
Yeah.
So another thing that I wanted to ask was, there is this new revolution of biohackers, and everybody, even this is starting in the West and slowly it is coming down to India as well. This obsession with hyper personalization of health, tracking each and every food, tracking every mineral, every vitamin in your body. What do you think of it? How do you think this will affect?
I think I mean, like, first of all, I want to tell you that hyper tracking or something, whatever you told, that is way more customized version, I guess.
Okay.
Which people in India can't be affordable. The first thing.
Okay.
Once the affordability is there, we can develop a product in such a way the people can most influential. So when the people are not able to afford for that kind of product, they might be not influential. So all the products can't be Apple. You need to have some own portfolio that this brand is very good. It will be affecting. Even if we lose the price, we will be getting a best service out of it or a best results out of it.
Correct.
That is how we have to check.
Yeah.
So we as a Zenithzap, we want to do it which is way more different and also feasible for the players.
Masses,
For the players or a consumers. So that's how we want to give like initial enhancement. Not this will be sure that you will be better by this, but what I've told you, like a service oriented, like a chatbot or something, this will be essential in a certain time period for a certain time where you can enhance. I mean, like for example, if you want to clear exam 1, then you will go for exam 2.
Correct.
That between you need some examination plan and all. That plan we will give it. So to convert as a professional, that for that transition period, our I mean, like the product or the service will be helping for you. But in a long run, you need something which is very personalized. Personalized thing means we are not involved in such a way where everybody will be affordable for our product. That we need to check it.
Correct.
Because our niche is very more, because our niche not for the professionals. We are for mostly for the this grassroots level and amateur level. So the segment we have been focusing on from 14 to 30 in the between. So yeah, the pricing is also comes into the action.
So let's try to understand that your also building for the masses as well.
Yeah.
Like you want this product to be sold to the masses as well, but again on the other hand the sports ecosystem as well. So initially in your pilot projects, how do you want to start? Do you want to start out with sports professionals first and then look into the mass market, or make a product that is more massy, and then include it in the sports segment, like
See,
that?
the first of all, the initial positioning of the product will start with the Electrona.
Okay.
Electrona, because
Electrona is the during
during the
post
game,
during the game.
during the
Okay,
game,
during the
we'll start with that.
Okay.
Once our in the pilot, we want to validate our Electrona with more testimonials that it is giving a best results out of other products
Okay.
where the consumers are using,
Okay.
and that
The massy consumers.
in the massy
Not
consumers, then we want to go with the coach centric.
Coach centric.
Coach centric, because if for example, if I'll give more examples.
Okay.
For example, if you want to buy from Pampers for a kid, so usually the user is different and consumer is different and buyer is different.
Correct.
So consumer is a kid and buyer is a parent.
Correct.
So in this way, in our product, I mean, like the prime pusher is the coach and the consumer is a player. So in this, we want to do a kind of a revenue model for the coach as well.
Okay.
He will be also a coach centric model where he will be getting a revenue because the coach is affiliated to the certain clubs, or he will be doing individually.
Okay.
So he will be training certain players to strategize game, and also he will be also have to follow the what diet is usually have for the game purpose. So when this two things are happening, he can't do at a time or two things. He need to do one thing. If I don't have a certain knowledge on engineering, I can't give any suggestion for you. If I am a bachelor student, I can give something which is relevant to the bachelor's of business management or something.
Correct.
So in these two things, I'm very much conscious that only one task can be done, which is having a more knowledge on that particular person. So by that way, we got to understand, like coach can like monitor the hydration channel, and he can strategize. The task will be comparatively less, the pressure will be less comparatively. So then with the same like the app, it will be coming in a two interfaces.
Okay.
The first interface will be the player interface, and the coach interface, he will be exactly examining the how the like the nutrition, hydration, like the regular plan or the things, what is he eats and how his things are working. Those things will be going on. By this way, he can observe the things. Okay, he is fit enough, or his diet is not beyond the calories and all these things. He can monitor such a way, and by this way, he will be selling with the product, and he will be also generating a revenue. And also, we are trying to connect with the player on the individual basis of this product is validated by certain associations and all these things to you can use this in a long run. It will help for you. Technically, we want to be strong, and revenue in this way we want to generate it.
Okay. I think in India as well, this culture of taking protein and creatine, Shilajit,
Shilajit,
and Ashwagandha, this is actually growing. New brands like Muscle Blaze and everything. Gym goer market, do you think you can tap into?
Actually, we already discussed like a pre, post, and during, like Electrona. Actually, we want to pivot the same thing to this other segments of the gym, or the people who are intensely working on the cardio and all these things. We want to identify those people also, and also we want to refine the product as per their specific fixed attributes.
Okay.
So that's why we will change and we will pivot again.
Okay.
Mostly this will be doing in the marketing phase. They will having some create some kind of a marketing strategy. They'll have a same formulation, but the packaging they'll change, then they'll push it. But we don't want to do that. We want to technically change it as a formulation with the recipe oriented, and also in the product, the outer look also we want to specify this product is for the people who play gym or other segment. We want to specify it. And also we are including some micronutrient property, which is technical thing I can't disclose with you.
It's okay.
So we are doing in a long run.
Okay.
And also we want to make it our product in a long run in two way. The atomic, actually our product tagline comes atomic hydration trio.
Okay.
The 3 comes with the service feature. In that we are doing in other phase called atomic trio normal and atomic trio with advance.
Okay.
Advance,
So the
it's
advanced is for professionals.
we'll be pushing for a way more premium one.
Oh, okay.
Premium one, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so one, you can tap into the gym goers market.
Yeah.
But again, I think if you're aware, Sunil Shetty,
Yeah.
a Bollywood actor, has started a recent brand called Protein Water. He's drinking protein water.
Yeah.
10 grams of water in some 200 ml or something.
Yeah.
Would you like to go in that kind of segment where, protein water segment? Because I think this is one is a beverage.
Mhm.
2, you can help sports people who go to gym and everything. With this and this conception of protein growing, Amul has also launched protein milk, which
Yeah.
is quite popular right now. So do you have future plans on this market as well?
Actually, I'm not pretty much involved in this technical stuff of what is our long run.
Okay.
But in a perspective of the product development of how my portfolio of different products in our company like Zenithzap, we want to do with different brand strategies.
Okay.
Zenithzap is only the company.
Okay. The
But
parent company.
Yeah, parent
Okay.
company. But Electrona, Neutrona, and other different things we want to fix with the individual portfolios where can tap like what you told, like a protein shakes and all these things. We'll come up with that. Yeah.
So what stage are you in right now?
Currently,
And
we are in the phase of POC, proof of concept. So already we have standardized our Electrona. So now we are entering into the like Protona and Neutrona these things. So for the standardization and identifying the proper ingredients, materials, and what kind of process it is, we are thinking to standardize those. Now we are also connected with a few of the consulting companies.
Okay.
One which is connected by Balkumar sir,
Okay.
because these people have some kind of a virtual organization within the campus in the Geetham, that is Center for Health, Wellness and Innovation. You know, right? The Shweta ma'am who used to sit over here. Those people are having this kind of organization. These people will be helping this food kind of a startups in the regulatory or a compliance based and all these things. These people will develop the formulation, and after that, sir is connected to the one of the food consultancy. That is name is Food Safety Works.
Okay.
It is in Bangalore. So those people pretty much have a much more facilities to develop in an advanced way of developing the formulation. So after that we will give our formulation, and those people will develop. I am expecting by August or June I will be launching the Electrona soon.
Okay. So just have a look at the procedure of how you're making this. And second of all, I was going through your website and it mentioned plant root extracted drinks.
Yeah.
So what is this plant root extracted thing that you're talking
Actually, the plant root extracted thing, initially we thought of doing it. But now the plant root extracting is not feasibly working.
Okay.
So that's what we have been gone with other formulation of the gel based, which is only the fruit oriented.
Okay.
Natural fruit based. But we don't want to involve in those things.
Are there any preservatives? Because
Yeah,
this
we have a less
conception that
preservatives,
is,
but I can't tell you it's not complete zero, no preservatives. It's less preservatives because we need to check the shelf life. But I can give an assurance that flavor is what you are feeling. That can be a natural one, natural flavors we're using. Yeah.
So I want a clear understanding here.
Yeah, okay.
We have 3 beverages that you're going to launch. We have a gel type of thing that you're talking about, and we have AI chatbot, and we have something secret that you're not available to tell.
Yeah.
So what is? I mean, there are 4 things that you are going to launch. What is the main product that I should know as a user from the company?
The main product is the 3-in-1 kit.
Okay.
The gel consistency.
Okay.
One. Yeah, that's the main product. You can trust because we are putting our soul to develop, heart and soul to develop that. Soon we have a good technical team who is leading that, Pallavi ma'am.
Okay.
Which is from the Geetham FST Food Science and Technology.
Okay.
We are definitely sure that we are that customers can trust initially that our company and our product is viable enough to consume, that this is the product you can trust. Yeah.
So what all ingredients are using? You said plant roots, that is a problem that you're having.
Yeah.
And preservatives are there, but in a lesser quantity.
Lesser quantity.
What ingredients are there? Because nowadays consumers are
Ingredients
becoming
basically, we started with the fruit called kukum, which is available in Goa and the Western Ghats of Karnataka.
Okay.
That kukum is actually having a good antioxidants and having a good cooling effect for the body, and also it will also help for the hydration.
Okay.
Point that fruit is very available, but we are completely doing that, but we got a good consistency of that product.
Okay.
It's mixing well in the water.
Okay.
So now we are simultaneously we did another flavor called with lemon and watermelon combination.
Okay.
That is quite successfully went very well.
Okay.
So with that standardized procedure, we are giving the 2 flavors to the food safety works, what I told you. They will do the further works on the development of the formulation.
Okay.
As soon we will be starting with the watermelon and lime flavor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think this market is, I know this market is actually going to get started right now.
Yeah.
Do you have any go-to strategies for going into market like this? Because I think you're the only one right now that I know of who's building in this
Yeah.
space. So any go-to market strategies that you're going to start with?
Yeah, the go-to-market strategy, as I told you, we want to position with Electrona initially, and the pilot testing with the players, and connecting to the wide range of coaches all over in India, and that is how we want to collab with initial positioning of our product.
Do you have any plans of going abroad and launching it there?
I have, but I want to make sure of winning in my home, and later on I can start winning in the other countries. So
So we'll come back to this, gym going, protein market. The Indian consumer is changing.
yeah.
There are new brands like the Whole Truth Foods and Well Nutrition,
Yeah.
where their whole concept or their whole selling idea is that they have nothing to hide from the consumer, and every ingredient is there, and they are protein rich, less in sugar.
Yeah.
What do you think of this revolution that is happening in this consumer space? Do you think this is something that the West had before and now this is passing down to India? Or this is something that is globally happening? Globally, consumers are becoming aware.
Asif, after the COVID, the people are more health conscious.
Okay.
Now you can see like the food they have been involved with mostly like millet, if you identify.
Yeah.
So the people usually go for a jog in the morning. They usually have like the millet drink in the morning.
Yeah, correct.
So that is how it works. So the millet, they find that it's feasible, and also the diet which we strictly follow as like personalized thing, which other diet planners what they give, it will give some best results. But how this getting into the addictive, because the outside the external food what they're eating, it's not good for the health because they're not following the certain standards. So when I came across all these things, I got to understand like people are not the pricing is not a problem. The product, how feasible it is, how good it is, how health beneficiary it is giving, so that is they are looking more.
So you also mentioned about this WhatsApp community that you have.
Yes.
Can you talk about that?
Yeah, the first of all, when I have approached for the couple of incubators for the grants and all, I was like completely lost how to apply in the online. So I was like searching for 2 to 2.5 months. I've got some links to apply. So then I was like sharing to the other people who have been there in my same ecosystem, trying to get some funds and all. And I came to understand even I can tell 1 to 2 people, but I can't tell for 10 people for one another. So then I got to understand, okay, why can't we create a community? Getting a group of people together, if we upload a content, if we are having this kind of a opportunity in this space, you can apply for this theme, and these startups can apply. This all, if we create as a startup or in a WhatsApp community, then I felt it's very easy to convey them. So then I have started a community of startup grants opportunities. Then I have got a very huge response from the people of 84 people has been joined till now. So people still are joining and few people are leaving and out, but have created impact, like people are recognized, okay, this startup is having this startup and this grant is providing this kind of a grant. They can identify, because I mention usually for whom it is, for what it is, how much you will be getting, what kind of opportunities you will be getting out of this incubator or a facilitator. That I am giving all the instructions and information. So as I'm doing like an individual, like a cause to support the other startups, but now it became a passion.
Okay.
I'm completely involved, and even I don't even I mean, like, care about the time and all. I usually send it in the WhatsApp group, even if it's in the early morning 2 or 3. If I wake up, I'll find an opportunity, I will tag it in the group itself.
And someone, it's very unique and rare to see someone build in this food and health tech space. They're trying to combine food and tech. So do you see that there's a less awareness about these startups, the grants that are inclined towards food tech? I know that was the reason that you started the community as well.
Yeah.
So what do you think the government should do, or is it that at an individual level there's no interest in this industry? Where is the problem lying in?
You mean like the how the grant should be dispersed?
Yeah.
Okay. I observed like most of the grants is only for the technology business incubator. I mean, like the technology business, the people who are doing on the startups like agri-tech or the space tech. They are the different, which is technology is mostly involved with the physical product.
Correct.
Developing like sensory things and all, where with the huge prototype and all, which is patentable usually, not service oriented. I have seen like startup on the basis relying on the food is comparatively less. Now I'm exploring certain things like there's a one incubator in Hyderabad, which is agri-tech, but also which is relating this food processing is one of the segment. We need to identify in such a way. Food is essential for everyone. Most of the startups are doing, but particularly the food startups in my segment, like the sports segment or a diabetic segment and the other segments, I felt there is separate food incubators are very necessary. I felt.
Okay. So in your case, you mentioned I think 2 grants that really helped you. One was Niti Aayog, and the second one.
Sorry, only one grant I have received.
Okay.
One is Nidhi AR.
Okay.
And other grant which was received by the VDC.
Oh, okay.
That is a prototype fund, 1 lakh.
Yeah.
Still they have to be release the fund, but
Yeah.
I have got an approval.
Okay, got it. So how is the manufacturing looking? Are you doing it
Actually,
from the third
initially
party?
the manufacturing is the biggest task.
Okay.
Asif, we are looking for a third party white labeling. So we want to market it after the white labeling of the third party. If they manufacture a product, we want to white label it.
How does the testing work out then? If manufacturing has
See, the testing we will be doing in our own labs or the labs which we are connected.
Okay.
But the third party, we will give a certain protocol, what ingredients, how the formula and everything. They will do the test and they will do the certain things. Everything it will be having some quotation. With that quotation, they will do all the things and they will release the first batch with the packaging and all these things. We will do it and we'll pay them and we will sell it off. That's what initially we want to do.
Okay, let's look at this as a D2C founder who's trying to build a beverage startup in this industry. One of the 3 main challenges he would face is how to market or create a brand of that product two is manufacturing, and third is regulation compliances.
Yeah.
As it is
Yeah.
food, around food and
Actually, the
everything.
regulations and the making a formulation, and there's a n number of tasks have to be done.
Mhm.
You need to check the sensory. The sensory have to be
What exactly is sensory?
sensory, the how it tastes,
Okay. Huh.
and you need to do some microbial test.
Okay.
There's a lot of test to be done.
Okay.
That's what the consumer product takes a lot of time to establish.
So, let's say I'm starting right now. Where should I first focus on? Should I focus on building the brand? Should I focus on manufacturing the product? Or should I focus on testing and regulation stuff
The first
first?
you need to focus on the prototype development.
Product. So, the
Prototype
manufacturing and the
Yeah,
product.
that's comes on the later part.
Okay.
You need to focus on the manufacturing. Branding, it's a strategy.
Okay.
It's a purely strategy. If you're having good strategy, the consumers are ready to adapt to your product, and you need to deliver with some kind of a buzz creation, ad making, and all these things. You can obviously can deliver. Once the product is coordinating with two different things, one is the taste, and the next is how visually you show the brand. If these two things has been coordinating each other, and its establishment is very easy.
Okay. So we should start off with manufacturing the
Yeah.
product and
Yeah.
everything first. China is known as this manufacturing hub of the world. Now, slowly, every country is moving towards India because of the China geopolitical relationships. So, I think you have a certain kind of knowledge about how manufacturing goes on in China, at the scale of it at least. So can you talk about that?
The China actually it's way more advanced basically. So those people when I have discussed with one of my friend, he told the China is doing I mean like the way more advanced compared to India. But I believe that we can give a big competition if the startup ecosystem continues in the same way in India. Soon we can do it, I guess, because they have their individual cluster, the way to develop the focused areas of manufacturing. One manufactures the semiconductors, one manufactures the toys industry will be there, the clothing is different, and the cosmetics they have the other region. Like that, they have been segmented their own channels where to be manufactured all the companies in certain area. So definitely we can do it. Not only in the China, but we need to have that skill set in our country. Definitely we will be achieving this soon.
But when you think of China and manufacturing, only toys, semiconductors
Yeah.
comes to your mind. Do you think that perception of China being the king in manufacturing is same for beverages as well?
Yeah, they are there. But the food industry is everywhere is quite similar.
Okay.
But we don't need all the couple of ingredients to be import from China and all these things.
Okay.
But I felt what I've seen, because in the food industry we have very big players.
Yeah.
Like Britannia
FMCG
is there,
players,
Kellogg's
yeah.
is there, Nestle is there, PepsiCo is there, and Coca-Cola is there. I think China is only it's not a it's not belongs for the and completely for the food, because the Westerners already involved in a lot of food companies. Like the PepsiCo is a US based, and Coca-Cola is US based, and the Kellogg's are this Nestle is the European based, and have been witnessed one of the company called Kerry.
Okay.
It's Irish based, I guess. The people are there from
What
other
does Kerry
countries.
do?
Also. Kerry, they manufacture this dairy products mostly,
Okay.
and also the cuisine. That's what I know about them. Because actually, I have did a project on the Kerry food industries.
Okay.
Actually, but I forgot the few things. But I'll share a document with you what I have prepared.
Sure. We'll link it in the description.
Yeah.
So, okay. One, China manufacturing is sorted.
Yeah.
Second thing is regulation.
Yeah.
How does one start with regulation? How does one know if I'm building certain product in this space, what all regulations are there in this space?
One, you need FASI regulations.
Repeat
FASI.
again. FASI?
Yeah.
What exactly is it?
FASI is the one who regularized the things of the quality assurance of the product, and the next the other things of how the other regulation complaints, like if you are building a plant, the cleanliness of the plant. These all controls with the FASI.
Okay.
For every product, you need a certification of the FASI. It have to be tested. Those all complaints you need to maintain. And the next is it's very much complex to get a FASI certificate or a FASI number. And also you need to have a strong technical team to validate your product, and they need to do the test what I told you. These all things comes under the mostly if you have a food idea, the team with the technical stuff is very important, or else a technical mentor who can list out or who can connect to the throughout the network is important. That is how these people are in from Center for Health, Wellness and Innovation are doing it for us. Yeah.
So they're really helping you with stuff.
They're helping us.
So we are talking about beverages as specific here. Okay, so how, there is this misconception that even if you have this FMCG with this FMCG products, even though they have this authorization from the government, they still have added stuff in there, but with different naming. How does the government, get or improve this to like make sure that this does not happen? Now the consumers are smart and they are reading the labels, they are able to understand. But how does the government do it? Any views upon that?
I think I think the government have to be very particular about the consumable products, because it shouldn't be contain any kind of external stuff like microplastics, or the processing plant should be clean, or else the good manufacturing practices. These all things already I think the government is doing pretty much well. That's what you can see. Recently there is a woman has been dead by eating a mayonnaise in Telangana.
Okay.
So after that, mayonnaise has been, completely banned in Telangana or in Hyderabad. So I think the government is strictly following those things. And also comparatively to India, the Western people are very much focus oriented on these things. Because I worked in one of the, the restaurant, which was established by one of the Tamilian guy. So there I have seen we need to clean every premises of every corner of the restaurant. They clean, then only we have to leave.
Okay.
So if the sudden leave, then any person comes for the inspection. Usually I'm not telling that is not happening in India, even though it is happening. I'm telling what is happening in the other country.
The other countries.
So if you find any fries lying over any corner, if it is not cleaned or properly well settled when you're opening the first order of before the customer arrives, then if suddenly some inspection comes and all, you will be fined. It's very easy. And also if any rats are there in the kitchen area, you will be fined. If anything is oil contamination is there, they're very much particular. Now the India is completely doing all these things. I'm very much happy on the cause of the consumer things and all.
What changed India's perception about this?
That's what I told you, like the quick actions on the food regulations and all. And the next is we need to certify all the food chains who are there in India. Like some people doesn't even care of what the consumers eat, like whatever the previous or 2 days back stuff, they'll heat it and they'll give it, right? So that kind of things are not going well. And also not only the food prepared things, and also the milk and the pepper, sometimes they will be manipulate and they'll make it as a real one and they will send it in the market. And the fake this chili powder and all these things. There are a lot of things are happening, but there's no strict things are going on. The food safety things are going on.
So regulatory wise, you say the West is much far ahead than
Because
India?
why West is far ahead, the population is very limited comparatively to India. Because in India, only the Andhra has a 5 crore of population. The same way, this France or Germany, it's equal population. Half of the France and the complete country of the Spain, it's equal to the 5 crore or 6 crore.
Got it.
If the same population, if we are maintaining with the centralized body of central government is leading the FASI and all these things, is operated partially, and some part of the state government operates. There itself, it's a body which is completely the thing where the governments are completely revolving around the country and they'll identify easily. when it comes to the population, we are having a huge population. We having a wide range of more food chains. So it's a bit hard to identify. And also, the people who are selling this food have to be take care that we are more conscious about that we are selling a product that or a food that it have to be consumable. If you're using that artificial colors which is not completely habitual to have, not good for the health, that shouldn't be stopped. It have to be stopped.
Okay. So we are done with manufacturing. We are
Yeah.
done with
Yeah.
legalization and everything.
Yeah.
Third thing is marketing. How to deal with customers. How to build a D2C brand. What was your experience in this section?
I'll tell
as
you one
such?
thing, one straight point. If you understand your customers, sit with them.
Okay.
Go and talk to them at least a week, twice or thrice. That's what I do.
Okay.
So I'll talk to the players and I'll identify what you people are doing and how do you manage your diet and all these things. You talk to them, and you, in my point of startup, so I'll talk to the coaches and I'll talk to the players and I will keep researching on how to integrate and all these things. So when we directly talk to the consumers, then you will be getting a best insights to how to alter your product.
Okay.
And you can find it out your pricing strategy and you can find out your how the product can be consumed, the use case, example, all this comes. Absolutely you will be getting all the information with one particular way, one particular reason of talking to the coaches. You can get the more insights with them.
Okay. So coaches play a clearly big role.
Yeah,
in
very
your
clear role. Yeah, and all the clubs are also not affiliated with the nutritionist. Few clubs are there, which more passionate clubs, and the coaches and players also involved more. Those people are paying to the nutritionist where they can guide, but these people who need to travel from the step 1 to step 20, these people are doesn't have.
Okay.
But majority, if you take a comparative analysis of 100 clubs, at least 80 to 85 clubs are having this nutrition deficit.
Why is that? Because of capital being
No,
less?
it's not of capital. See, if I play a game, if I lose some fluids out of body, if I dehydrated, the first perception is I'll take a water. If the person have a knowledge, he will take this hydration drink or something. That is how our knowledge really works.
So it's an educational problem.
Yeah, educational problem is there. Education problem is there, and mostly this people are not aware of the value of the nutritionist. Nutrition can drag and track your things.
So, but again, you're saying coaches are the ones who are giving you the information upon how the players are running. But why aren't they investing in nutritionists?
Because the nutritionist is actually he will be more focus oriented when the tournament or particular things arrives. When I have interviewed one of the person who is also coach for the football coach for Geetham, his name is Hitler.
Okay.
He told when we went for a state called Gujarat in Surat, those people has been finished the game in 78 minutes. You know the football is for 90 minutes, right? They have been completed in 78 minutes. That is how he told have given the all dietary plans, which I know, which is completely differing from the day to day.
Okay.
And also they provided only a barley of water, and they have this is the host what we have been provided, or sometimes the only water is available, the rest of the kit they need to take it over for the game. So if this kind of things are there, they need to go for the other alternatives what is available at that particular time. That too the player need to purchase, or the coach he have to take from his pocket. Sometimes the academy is also not able to give those amounts. Yeah.
So again, coming back to in the personal journey as well, I feel like it's been a long journey from doing your UG, getting your masters, then going to Bangalore, coming here again. How does one deal with all of this things happening? You told me there are multiple ups and downs in your journey as well. What are some advices you would give to some founders out there?
For, see, as discussing about the advice and all, have did completely out of an no proper planning. Have did which is no proper idea. Whatever I came across, if I get an opportunity, I'll just grabbing it. The first thing I can tell you, if there is any opportunity, don't hesitate to wait what others think and should I take an opinion. Take an opinion, it's fine, but validate as soon as possible whether you are fit for that or what. If you're fit enough, don't wait, you just apply for that.
Okay, got it. So I think we'll end on this note.
Yeah.
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 So thank you so much for
Yeah.
coming on the podcast.
Yeah, thank
And,
you.
We'll meet you soon again.